But you know what is a cell, yes?
A cell is the basic unit of life.
Yes, and based on the numbers of cells they have, organisms could be grouped into two groups. What are they?
One cell and many cells?
Surprisingly, that's almost correct. In biology, the simplest organisms with only one cell is described as being unicellular. Meanwhile, other living organisms with many cells are described as being multicellular.
So, we humans are multicellular organisms and amebas are unicellular organisms.
Indeed, all cells have common structural features, but in IGCSE biology, we will limit our discussion to two types of cells, animal cells and plant cells.
Tell me more about the general organization of the cell structure.
Sure, this is an animal cell. All cells have a surface membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. These three features are the features that must be drawn in a cell diagram. The cell surface membrane is to be drawn as a single thin line. They are the outermost part of the cell. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance. Remember, we are not supposed to shade or color the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm will be drawn as a zone between the cell surface membrane and the nucleus with no color. For this diagram, I'm making it easier for you to see the cytoplasm, and thus I've colored it. Third, the nucleus is shaped like a small circle and is located a little bit peripheral from the center of the cell. Remember, when you draw the nucleus, you cannot shade or color the nucleus. Together, the cytoplasm and the nucleus may be referred to as the protoplasm.
Got it. And what about plant cells? Do they have the same features?
Yes, they do. But keep in mind that for plant cells, they have three additional features. Some of these features are known as organelles.
Organelles? Sounds like an organ?
Correct. Organelles are tiny organs inside the cell. The first is a large central vacuole, and the second are the chloroplasts. Besides those two organelles, plant cells also have cell walls.
Okay, so a plant cell also has cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus, and it additionally has chloroplast, vacuole, and cell wall.
That's right.
Teacher, let's spot their presence in a plant cell diagram.
Sure. First, a large central vacuole. Remember, in your exam, you should not shade or color the central vacuole when drawing a cell diagram. I'm only coloring it here so that you can see it clearly. Usually, we draw the vacuole in an ellipsoid shape. Because it is a large central vacuole, the vacuole is drawn to occupy the most space in plant cells, and it will be drawn in the center. As a consequence, the nucleus of the plant cells will be located at the periphery, close to the cell membrane. The vacuole contains the fluid vacuole sap. Next, the cell wall. The cell wall can be drawn as a box. In plant cells, it is the outermost part of the cell. Thus, we should draw the cell wall with double lines. This is to indicate the presence of the cell wall and also the cell surface membrane beneath it. You don't need to draw a third line for a cell surface membrane. The second line will automatically represent the inner part of the cell wall and the cell surface membrane itself.
I got it, teacher. What about the chloroplasts?
For this organelle, we draw them as small bodies or small ellipses in the cytoplasm. Usually, they surround the central vacuole. As a rule of thumb, We draw some chloroplasts in the cytoplasm. Not just one or two, but also not too many.
Got it. And since it contains chlorophyll pigments that makes a plant look green, I'll color it green.
No. Remember, in your exams, you are not allowed to shade or color any structures in your cell drawings. And always use a sharp pencil.
Okay, don't shout. No coloring, I got it. Any other tips for the exam?
Make sure that you draw a single line and not so many lines at the same time. Also, make sure to rub out mistakes thoroughly with a clean eraser.
Okay, will do.
When labeling, draw label lines with a ruler. The line must touch the structure being labeled and write the labels horizontally and neatly, well away from the diagram itself with clear handwriting.
Want to learn more? We have additional learning resources to offer for Cambridge IGCSE and AS A-level subjects. Register now for free.